First and foremost, I want to apologize for my desk lamp right here. The only way I can get it to be out of— oh, wait, hold on. No, this is literally the best I can do without it falling off. Maybe I'll be able to crop it out of frame. I don't know.
You wanna be somebody, want us to believe that you somebody to see, searching for a feeling.
Hey YouTube, how's life? So today I'm literally filming this out my bed, which is what every study YouTuber will tell you not to do. But here I am. Hey, nothing in this video is going to be that idealistic. This is just literally a super honest and realistic video of me trying to catch up in online school. So sorry if it's not super aesthetically pleasing, and if I honestly will be probably portraying some really bad habits. I'm already starting off great. Hello. Editing me popping in because I realized that today's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday, which means that I need to finish this video so that I can upload it and meet my upload day, because I'm trying to commit to Fridays and have that be my uploading day, but I'm not doing a very good job at it, so I'm trying to fix that. What was I going to say? This is being lit by my Pinterest boards, by the way. I hope you appreciate that. Basically, when I was filming this, I filmed the first half of this video in the worst lighting, like even worse than this lighting. This lighting's actually not bad compared to the beginning of this video. Beginning half of this video, I literally like cut pretty much everything except for the intro because it was just the lighting was so bad, and I don't even know what I was saying. I was just rambling to ramble, and there's like an hour of it, and I was like, I'm not going through this. It's not worth it. So I just cut all of that out. And then it skips to the next day, and the next day was the day before my class. And also, literally never said what kind of class I'm taking in this video. I don't know why. I'm a rise. So just for context, I'm a rising sophomore at Lesley University. It's this like small to medium-sized school, literally right next to Harvard, where like, you know how like sometimes people get like a big mansion and then they have like a little shed? Harvard's the university and my university's a little shed. You know what I mean? That's the situation. I go to Lesley University. I'm a rising sophomore. I'm a film major. Being a film major is my only personality trait. And this summer, I decided to take a creative writing class because it was taught by the professor that I had last semester, the spring semester. She was my English literature professor, and I just loved her class so much. I would literally look forward to her class. That's how much I loved it. I was like, what the heck? Let me take the summer class. So that's what I'm doing here, and that's what the homework is for. So if you're wondering, Jena, it's the middle of the summer, why are you doing homework summer class? I've been trying to edit this video and I just couldn't get myself to do it because the lighting is so bad. The lighting does not get better in this video, and I'm so sorry because this whole thing was filmed at night, and I don't know what it is with my room, but it just like the walls just suck up all the light and nothing bounces back. So everything is so dark and grainy. Maybe this video is just background noise. That's totally fine. I think that's it for things that I wanted to clear up and like add context to. There's that. I will probably be popping in later because I don't remember if I filmed an outro for this video, so we'll see when I get to that point. Okay, this lighting on this new phone, I literally can't get over it. It's so much nicer than my old phone. It's unbelievable. I'm at my desk now. You can't really tell. Woo. So basically, this is the setup. I've got my keyboard right in front of me, my computer over there. I've got my iPad, which I'm probably gonna move somewhere over here. I have a kind of funky looking, slightly burnt chicken pot pie. If you're wondering why it looks deflated, it's because I took it out of the tin this morning because I was gonna heat it up in the microwave, and obviously you can't put aluminum in the microwave. It's gonna explode. So I took it out, and I didn't get to heat it up all the way because I had a dentist appointment that I forgot about. And so then I put it on this plate in the fridge, and then an hour ago I took it off the plate, put it on a piece of parchment paper, and then put that on a cookie sheet. And then I took it off the parchment paper and put it in the oven. Basically, it's just this thing has been transported to so many different places. It's a miracle that it's even gonna get to my mouth at this point. But yeah, that's the setup that we're working with right now. Slightly dirty blue light glasses that I really should just clean. Now that I'm sitting down, I don't really feel like getting up. I have water, I have a Pepsi because I think I need a little bit of caffeine, but not like energy drink amount of caffeine, you know what I mean? Just like a little bit so that I stay awake for the study session because I'm quite behind. I did not get as much done yesterday as I was hoping. I have a lot of catch up to do, and considering my class is tomorrow, I kind of gotta catch up at least with 90% of the assignments that I missed. I did some reading earlier and I tried to screen record it, but I think I'm running out of storage on my iPad, so I need to go through and like delete stuff, and that's just going to take away time that I need to spend studying, so we'll see how much I can screen record. But I did read 2 of my readings. I'm working on making responses. Let's see. I did see that I got a reply from my professor on my email, so let's see what she has to say. This is such a weird composition. We're just gonna roll with it. She says it's okay. Still feel so so bad my professor's going through something. I'm not gonna say what it is on the internet because that is not my place to do at all. We shall see. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna have class tomorrow. I would not blame her in the slightest if she doesn't have a class tomorrow, but I have a feeling she's going to, just because she is really dedicated to her students. I guess we'll see. Basically, my professor said that I can just email her all of my missing discussion board stuff, but the only thing with that is I feel like I'm gonna get confused when I'm going through the discussion board later in the course and like the whole first chunk is just missing. I'm not gonna know where I left off. I think what I'm gonna do is write all of them in a Google Doc, and then I'm gonna copy them, paste them into the discussion board, reply to all my classmates, and then just send the doc, like the completed doc of all the discussion board posts, and just email that to her. And then the assignments, I'll just probably just submit them as normal assignments because she'll get a notification for that. I would go crazy if I got that many notifications. Okay, I'm back. I got interrupted by an alarm that just went off. Not like the smoke detector, but like an alarm on my phone. I think one of my problems is I'm annotating too much because I was going back. Sorry, I'm going through my readings. I think one of my major problems right now is that I'm spending too long annotating. But it really doesn't, I don't need to annotate that much for a discussion post because a lot of these posts are like grouping 2 or 3 readings together and I really don't need to respond more than a paragraph. So I think I'm just going to use like the pen and not use the highlighting tool so that I save time from switching back and forth. I'm just going to have to try to, I don't know, only point out what matters, because what I like to do is I like to take the little things that I annotated and take those notes that I wrote and turn those into full sentences in the discussion post. That's just the most efficient way for me. That way I'm kind of doing the interpreting like in the text so that it's less likely that I'm gonna just copy something word for word from the text. I also have a system where I do like little symbols. I'll put them all down here, but I do little symbols. So I have one for if it's talking about a specific person or character, another one for a specific time period, another one for a specific place. So I have an array of symbols that I just put in the margin if it's something that's important that I need to remember and go back. See, for some reason my reading is upside down. I don't know why I'm holding this upside down. So I did 2 readings so far. I did Bad Feminist, which is about The Help and how The Help is a really problematic book and movie, which I don't disagree with. I completely agree. The oversimplification of events and the white savior, it's just a lot of like icky things that you can tell was written by a white person and directed by a white person for that matter. And then the second one is about female pirates, and I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. And it starts off strong where the first one's Asian woman. It's a pirate. I did start this one, which is called Why I Want to Be a Wife, and it's a super satirical piece by Judy Brady, and it's like the whole thing is all satire and it's trying to point out all the, I guess, like sexist things that we expect from women and housewives, and how like it's just all the double standards of housewives in affluent families. So it's a really interesting read, and that one's a lot shorter and it's a lot more repetitive, so I can kind of breeze through it a lot faster. So I'm halfway through the Why I Want to Wife reading, and once I'm done with that I can do another discussion board thing. I need to find, sorry, I switched topics really fast because my brain is going like the caffeine's hitting and now my brain is going a little faster. I need to get my craft book, which is like not like a craft book like knitting craft book, it's like a writing craft book. That's what my professor refers to it as. I'll get to that after I get through this discussion thing, because actually I should probably find it first or I'm not gonna be able to concentrate. You know when you have to find something and you search like 20 different places, you're ready to give up and the last place you look is where it is. It's so satisfying when it's actually in the first place that I look and I don't have to run around like chicken with its head cut off. So this is the book I have to read for class, and what's really cool about this is not only is it not written by a white guy, it's actually a book about manga, which is interesting for a creative writing class because usually it's like, you know, how to write novel, like Western novels. So this is an Eastern genre because manga is from Japan. And the other cool thing was I conveniently owned this book before taking this class. I've had this book for I think a year now. I haven't gotten around to reading it just because I don't know why, but like books that are written in like second person, they just go a lot slower to me because I just get kind of annoyed with like the second person voice. I don't know why, but it just like irks me. A lot of it is very autobiographical, and then sometimes he'll just kind of switch to second person, and that's what's really cool to me. Like, it's not written like this is what you need to do, it's more of this is what I do, so this might work for you. So hopefully this will get me to do what I actually need to be doing. So something I wanted to talk about was just the different apps that I use. I'm not sponsored by any of these things, so don't worry about that. But I think I mentioned 3 different apps, or maybe 4 apps that I'm using, and that is GoodNotes. GoodNotes is the major app that I use when it comes to school stuff. Procreate, because I'm an art student, so that does pop up every once in a while where I have to like do some form of digital art, and my go-to is just Procreate because it's the easiest and it's what I use to make my thumbnails and all sorts of other things. Procreate, it's just a very multifaceted app. It is $10, but honestly honestly, I find it to be really worth it. And then Google Docs, literally, I used to use Word, like Microsoft Word, up until I got to middle school. And when I was in middle school, I was like, oh, I hate Google Docs so much. I hate this. It's not like Word. You know, yeah, it auto-saves, but I hate this so much, the way everything's formatted. It just looks weird. And then after 4 years of high school, I'm like, how do I use Word again? I don't remember. It's so strange. But now that I'm in college, most people in college use Word, and I have to like, I'm still working on readjusting my brain back to Word after using Google Docs like religiously for 4 or 6 years. I mostly just use Google Docs because I'm so bad at remembering to manually save stuff. Like, I'm so bad at it. And then I export it as a PDF when I go to submit it, which means that because I use Google Docs, I'm also using Google Drive, which is really helpful because it just saves a lot of stuff and it does it automatically, and everything's just right there. It's all in the cloud, so it's not being saved to my computer and taking up space. Oh, I never explained what GoodNotes is. So GoodNotes is basically just a note-taking app, and it's kind of like having a journal on your iPad. So you can organize different files with different documents, and what I really like about it is that I can take, with most websites that my professors link, like if they link an article or something, I can actually hit the 3 dots or something and hit open in GoodNotes, and it opens in GoodNotes, and then I can read by reading in GoodNotes and take notes on it without having to print out like 20 pages, 30 pages, 60 pages, 120 pages. Those are very strangely specific numbers. Without having to print out so many pages, I can just take them on my iPad until my pen inevitably dies, because it happens every time I like go to sit down. I'm like, I'm gonna do so much homework, I'm gonna sit here for 5 hours to get everything done. I get 2 hours in and my stylus dies, then I have to recharge it. It happens every single time. Actually, it didn't happen in this video when I was filming this video, but almost every single time it happens. Okay, ignore my mom's TV in the background. If you can hear it, you probably can, but that took me a lot longer than I thought it would, and it was also the document itself and the discussion post itself was a lot longer than I thought it would be. So I really hope they're not all like this, or I'm going to be here for a long time. I basically broke that one up into 4 mini paragraphs. It's a discussion post, so I don't think she's going to really care the way I format my writing, because usually in an academic text you want to make a paragraph more than at least 5 sentences, if not like 8 sentences. So hope this is good enough. I really don't think she's gonna care. I'm just going to log back into my portal. Okay, 1 second. There we go. I'm just gonna go into my discussion board and at least post that one. 22 new notifications in my portal. Let's see what they are. I have a feeling I know what most of them are. Oh, and look at that. They're all assignments. Why am I not surprised? I mean, honestly, 22 notifications is like nothing. I remember when I first opened my portal this summer, after not having opened it for like a month and a half, I had like 50 notifications, so 22 is nothing compared to that. I had a lot of notifications to clear. That kind of took low-key a while. A couple of these are messages. I've already read them. It's annoying that like some of these notifications I literally get as emails. They are here too. It is what it is. So this one's from the academic advising community, and I literally got this as an email. Also, my headphones weren't working in my computer for the longest time, and I thought my headphone jack might have been broken, even though I'm usually really careful with this computer, especially the ports, because it's such a pain to get replaced. I was like, what the heck, why isn't it working? And I just plugged my headphones in tonight and it magically started working. I love when things fix themselves. It's quite possible there's nothing even wrong with it to begin with, and that I was just putting in my headphones wrong. But ooh, I got a 19 out of 20. Let's see if it says why I lost a point, but I mean, I'll take it. Still an A. So the only thing I basically wrote a story about my first guitar that I named Jerry, and she says that the only thing she's not super clear on is whether I'm at the store after having saved up change, or if I started saving after first meeting my guitar named Jerry. That's a good point. I guess I made that kind of vague because I jumped back and forth between present tense and like future tense. No, I didn't change tense. I just like changed what events I was describing, and I was describing some events in the past, some in the future. I see why that's confusing. Okay. So open a new tab, which I had a lot open before. I just closed a bunch of them. I can't even really see. I can at least see my computer, sort of. But I'm gonna close a bunch of tabs I have open. Way too many tabs open. The reason why I got headphones, going back to that thing, is because I wanted to play, like, this is such a kind of weird thing to do. Maybe it's not that weird, I don't know. But I know most people use the lo-fi hip-hop radio, but sometimes when it's like later at night, I just prefer coffee shop sounds because it's a little, I don't know. Sometimes I just prefer cafe white noise or background noise. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for like a jam. I just need like a pure white noise type thing. My fan sometimes works. My room is like the perfect temperature right now, so I don't want to mess it up by turning the fan on. So I think I'm just gonna play that in the background. Right now, I'm opening another Google Docs and I'm gonna start my second nonfiction assignment. Nonfiction assignment number 2. Change it to Times New Roman size 12. I was talking to my boyfriend the other day who's literally an English major, and I don't know what I was saying. I was saying something about like the font, everything needing to be Times New Roman 12. He just kind of goes, I think I handed every assignment in last semester in Arial font. And I was like, you didn't change it to Times New Roman? He's like, no, I don't think I did. I think I just kind of left them all as Arial. And I was like, I feel like I would have lost points if I did that. I know there are a couple teachers I definitely would have lost points if I did that. It's a little sharp. This would be really funny if I get copyrighted for this. I'm definitely not good enough to get copyrighted for just playing something. That would be really funny. This is like getting stuck between this thing and my desk. Ooh. Someone's still out of tune. Who's it? No, it's still out of tune. Ow, my finger just jammed. Still working on bar chords, so. It's still out of tune, but I don't know which one it is. And all of my tuners are dead, so. I was like I could get up and use my phone, but kind of too lazy to do that though. A significant day in my life, or can I just do like a day in my life in which my guitar played is significant? It says one specific day, but it doesn't say significant, it just says specific, so I just have to pick a day in which my guitar played a significant role. Like the guitar is significant, but the day is not. It just has to be one day. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So far, I haven't written anything. It's just a little cursor blinking on my screen. 4 to 6 pages. It's been 15 minutes of me just talking to myself, okay? And I guess trying to tune my guitar. So 15 minutes of procrastinating. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna do this. We have a visitor who's barking at something, covering her name tag because my address is on it, but she was barking at something on my desk and I don't know what, so I'm trying to show her that there's nothing to bark at because it's kind of annoying. Okay, don't eat that. You're flopping over on me. You're just gonna stay there? You're just gonna stay here? It's Junie's world. I'm just living in it. Yeah. What are you doing? Having fun. It's fun. I love you. Okay, I've reached the end of the editing process and I did in fact forget to film an outro. Good job, me. Also, the lighting that I'm using for this clip is my final alert to fill out class evaluations for this class. So it's symbolic, it's thematic, and I did work really hard on it. I was trying to make up for the bad lighting, so I put in a lot of extra edits that I probably won't normally do, and I don't think I could consistently edit like this every single week. It was kind of a lot, but I'm gonna try my best. So I'm still trying to find my editing style, but if you liked it, let me know because that would be really helpful, and give it a like because that's the thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye guys.